Hey Trendies, we're going to review the top 10 shocking moments in Queen Shiba's interview of Winter Harris. And I based my list on what shocked me or made me raise my eyebrows. Which moment shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. Production knew that Winter was no longer a relationship coach, but decided to portray her that way anyway.
Okay, so let's back up a bit.
Okay.
This is important.
Okay.
And I say that was their choice because they knew I was no longer a relationship coach and eliminated my ability to explain that I was no longer a relationship coach. They wanted me to roll with that title because it tied into me being a relationship coach, yet I can't choose a person in a relationship.
The phrase, you are being pimped for pennies, it was very appropriate. Winter says she does come up with some great sayings. It's just what comes off of her head. I am going to put that in my pocket. Credit to Winter.
And how frustrating. You're talking about, I'm going to pump my own self up for a
Go
second.
ahead.
You are not talking to someone who is uneducated. You are not talking to someone who cannot get a job. You are not talking to someone who does not own her own business. You are not talking to someone who makes less than six figures without child support and alimony. I don't get either because me and my ex husband make about the same amount of money and we both make well over six figures a year. So for you to essentially sell this to me, I took it as a marketing. This is essentially my marketing budget. This show is going to help me build my platform, build my brand. So, okay, you may not be offering me money, but the leverage is the ability to market on a larger scale. So, at some point, you have to now realize essentially you are being pimped for pennies.
Girl.
Winter found out she was the villain at the premiere party.
I
That's
knew
important.
I was the villain at our premiere party.
The first one,
The
when you went up
first
to that dinner in that restaurant.
No, 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 no. Season had been filmed. We had our premiere party at Park at 14th, and a reporter came up to me. She says, Winter, oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. And I was like, nice to meet you. And we got into this conversation, and she was like, oh my goodness, you seem such a lovely person. It's just so sad that you're the villain because you don't seem like a villain at all. And I said, wait, wait, wait. Who's the villain? She was like, you are.
Ta-da. Ta-da.
Angela's replacement was already aware that Winter was not returning.
Say that Angela's replacement,
Angela. Okay, got it.
Angela's replacement is aware that I'm not returning.
The reason there is a season 1A and season 1B versus just doing a season 1, season 2, season 3.
Actually, however, let's dive a little bit into why people are so confused with our seasons.
Okay.
And why we have a season 1, a season 1A, a season 1B. Like people
Why
have
is
asked, like,
that?
what does that mean exactly? We have asked the same thing because to us, we film, 10 to 12 episodes in a season. You add a reunion, that's maybe 2 or 3 parts. You're doing anywhere between 12 and 15 episodes, right?
Okay.
We consider that a season though. So it should be season 1, season 2, season 3.
Yeah.
This is
Similar to Bravo.
correct.
Gotcha.
These are my thoughts. I just want to put that out there. My
You can
opinion.
say what you want, because Carlos, you be saying what you want, but go ahead. We talking.
So my opinion is that if you call it season 1A, season 1B, when we think that we're starting a new season, you can say, no, it's still season 1B because then you don't have to renegotiate our contracts. That's what I think.
Okay.
You're talking to a woman that has an MBA and 2 years of doctoral school with a concentration in business administration and leadership. My business sense tells me that is why that is done. Not for any other reason other than if I can keep calling it still season 1, you can't renegotiate your contract because a new season would automatically indicate that we can renegotiate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not what we're getting. And yes, there have been a lot of conversations about that.
Wow.
Melody was going to connect Love and Marriage DC and Love and Marriage Huntsville as a sister show.
All that to say, we get to January of 2022. Melody Holt, or Melody Cherie,
Melody Holt
but
then.
Melody Holt at the time,
Okay.
was actually scheduled to do Monique's podcast to connect the shows as sister shows.
What? Hold on. Y'all hear that?
Yes.
Keep going.
She was actually supposed to be there. Mel got sick. Monique did not want to cancel the scene because they had paid for everything already.
Okay.
She called me. She said, hey, you're the only other person I know that's really in women's empowerment. You live right up the road. Can you be here? It's going to be filmed, but if you're okay with that, I would love for you to do it.
Monique was willing to renegotiate her contract, knowing she and Chris were headed towards possible divorce, and Monique did not receive further communication from Kingdom Reign Entertainment.
Honest as I can be right now. I take it back to Monique. She knew enough about what her and Chris had going on that was the time to renegotiate her contract. She was not going to give that intimate of a look into her personal life without being properly compensated for her. Compensated for, excuse me. So I commend her for that. She said she was willing to negotiate and received no further communication.
Winter announced that Carlos King will receive his official 2-week notice.
Business would tell us that there is an appropriate, just like he's expecting a 2-week notice, which he will receive from me since he wants it in writing.
Whoa. Okay, we'll come back.
I mean, if that's what he wants it in writing for me to detail that I am actually one of said cast members that's not returning, I'm not. And if he needs to receive it in writing, he will get it in writing, but I'm not coming back. I'm done with Love and Marriage DC.
A producer was on set yelling, "Get her, get her, get her," at the reunion of Love and Marriage DC.
First, I thought it was crazy. I'm not even kidding. I remember hearing one of the producers on set, as the men are yelling and calling me all sorts of whatevers, there's another man on set, he's a producer, yelling, "Get her, get her, get her, get her." And I was like, this
What?
is, I'm so, I, as God is my witness, I am not kidding.
Are you serious?
I believe, I promise you, I feel like I mentally checked out to not crack or cry, or it was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. I thought I was losing my mind. I'm so serious, but that is what I heard. And I thought I had made it up. Oh, goodness. My hair, my makeup, my stylist at the time could all see what was happening. So we had like a little break in between. And this is the first time I had ever worked with my makeup artist, actually.
You need a moment?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
She leaned down and like touched up my makeup.
There would not be a second season of Love and Marriage DC if Winter did not return.
Reasons, because there's been no boundaries or perimeters. There was no apology. There was no, oh, I'm sorry you went through that.
Nothing.
I was told by the person, he's also no longer with KRE, but I was told by him that they would not have gotten a second season if I did not return. So I was ensured that I would have the ability to redeem that season in a sense. They knew how bad it was. I don't think anyone was lost on how bad that was. So this was like, hey, we want you to come back.
Yeah.
You're a huge reason why we're getting season 2. You'll have the opportunity to kind of correct some of these things. Think about it and let us know. You guys know I made the decision to come back. That was not without a lot of conversation with my family.
Sherelle and Black are not returning.
Sherelle.
Sherelle and Black,
Okay.
they're out.
Okay. They're out?
They're out.
Okay.
For the same reason, she's very vocal as well about how she feels. I mean, she's probably more vocal than I am.
Okay.
When it comes to her blatant distaste for her experience. She says that she felt discarded. She felt not valued, less than. Like she said, never again.
The top paid person on Love and Marriage DC was paid a little under $3,000 per episode, most likely closer to or under $2,500. This does make me wonder how much the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast is paid.
Offering?
Yes.
I don't know what people think we get paid. We do not get Bravo money. What I can say, because I am contractually bound not to give numbers, what I can say is that it was not over $2,500 an episode.
We finna go to break because I know you lied. I know you lied.
That I know for sure. That I can say with full confidence without telling exactly what the numbers are.
Now,
I've been taking my time